If you're a financial advisor or a life agent who closes big cases face to face, but something feels off the moment you get on Zoom, this video is for you. Because here's what's weird. You close $500,000 cases across a kitchen table or in your office conference room all day long. Then you get on a Zoom with the same kind of prospect and you can't close a $50,000 deal. Same person, same skill, same product. So what actually changed? You lost something you never knew you had. And in the next 11 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what it was and how to get it back. I own an independent RIA, I practice what I preach, and over the last few years, my team and I have helped more than 1,900 advisors install a virtual sales system with strategies currently driving more than $300 million a year in annuity production. What I'm about to walk you through is the single biggest reason face to face advisors struggle when they move online. It's not your closing skill, it's not your product knowledge, it's not even the technology. It's something invisible, something you were using every day and never had to think about it. I call it tokens of trust. By the end of this video, you'll know what those tokens are, why every single one of them disappears the moment you go virtual, and exactly what to replace them with. If you want to grow in 2026 and beyond without driving 2 hours to every appointment, this is the piece nobody has ever explained to you. So let's start with what actually is happening when you sit across from a prospect in person. A friend of mine named Pete does over $200 million a year in annuity production out of one office. Not a huge team, not paid ads. He runs radio shows in his local market, and he told me something that stuck with me. He said, it's not uncommon for someone to listen to his show for 2 years before they ever pick up the phone to book an appointment. 2 years. Think about that. That's 2 years of his voice, his ideas, his philosophy pouring into someone's car on their way to work every morning. And by the time that prospect finally drives to his office, something has already happened. They trust him. Before they shake his hand, they trust him, which means for anybody running a business off of radio advertising, their sales process doesn't have to be formal or systematic. It can be a conversation because the trust was built before the meeting ever started. So let me define the thing anyone selling face to face is unconsciously using. I call them tokens of trust. Tokens of trust are the deliberate cues, tangible and intangible, that you use to build credibility with a prospect during the sales process. Your physical environment, your appearance, your communication style, the quality of your presentation. All of these signals stack together and shape how the prospect sees your professionalism, your reliability, your competence, and the value you bring. Here's the thing. Most face-to-face advisors aren't even aware they're using them, so let me make them visible. Think about the last time a qualified prospect walked into your office. There are 7 trust tokens working for you all the time, and you probably never put a name to a single one. Number 1, the commitment to travel. They left their house, they drove 45 minutes. The effort is a powerful trust signal before you ever open your mouth. Number 2, your environment. The office itself, the diplomas on the wall, the branded materials on the conference table, it all says you're real. Number 3, your appearance. You're dressed like an advisor. You look the part. You are the part. Number 4, physical proximity. Sitting across from another human creates a dynamic a rectangle on a screen can't replicate. Number 5, the handshake and eye contact. Basic trust signals humans have used for thousands of years. Number 6, physical materials. A booklet they can hold, a printed plan, something tactile. And number 7, the one Pete has in spades, pre-built rapport. 2 years of radio, 10 years of referrals, a reputation in the community, all invisible, all doing the heavy lifting before you say a word. You didn't realize you depended on any of this because you never had to. So what happens when you take all that away? A while back, I watched one of the best face-to-face closers I've ever known get on a Zoom with a prospect, and he just froze. 30 years in this business, he could close $1 million case sitting across the table from a client in his sleep, but on Zoom, about 5 minutes in, I watched something change in his face. Afterward, he told me, I can feel they're not with me. And he was right. They weren't, because everything that made him magnetic in a room had disappeared, and nobody had ever told him that was the problem. So here's what actually happens when you move that same face-to-face process onto a Zoom. Let's run down the list. The commitment to travel, gone. They clicked the link from their couch. The office, Gone. They see a rectangle on a screen. Your appearance compressed into a face about the size of a playing card. Physical proximity, not a thing. The handshake doesn't exist. Physical materials, nothing to hold. And the big one, 2 years of radio, 10 years of local reputation, gone. When a cold Zoom call starts, you're starting from absolute zero. Every single trust signal that carried you face to face just evaporated, and the prospect is on their laptop, distracted with their hand on the trackpad. One of the best clients I ever worked with put it perfectly. He said, on Zoom, you're just one click away from a forever goodbye. That's the reality. Without those tokens, nothing is holding them to the conversation. There's no social pressure. There's no investment. There's no room. They can be gone in an instant, and you'll never know why. Here's where most advisors figure this out too late. They think the fix is to become a better closer. It's not. Your IMO probably told you virtual doesn't work in this business. Maybe you believe it. Maybe you tried during COVID and hated every minute of it and went back to an in person the second you could. I've heard that story from hundreds of advisors, and I want to be honest with you. Virtual wasn't the problem. The problem was trying to run a face to face process in an environment that didn't have a single one of the trust signals that made it work. You weren't bad on Zoom, you were flying a plane without a cockpit. And here's the subtle part: when you feel uncertain, the prospect feels it too. If you get on that call without your tokens, you can sense the trust gap, and the prospect senses it back. Your uncertainty transfers, their guards go up, and the deal is essentially over before you even start. So let me give you the line that changes this for most advisors. Virtual selling isn't harder, it's just different. Now, here's the reframe that actually moves the needle. Most advisors who struggle on Zoom don't have a closing problem, they have a setup problem. In person, the environment does half the work for you: the room, the drive, the materials, the handshake. That environment is a collection of trust tokens doing the selling in the background. On Zoom, none of that exists by default. If you don't deliberately engineer new trust tokens in the process, the call just feels casual, optional, easy to bail on. That's why it fails. Not because you aren't a good closer, but because you're trying to replicate a kitchen table in a place that doesn't have one. You can't copy the old room, you have to build a new one. So the question is, what goes into the new room? A while back, one of our advisors told me a client chose him over three other advisors, not because of the product, not because of the rate, not even because of his track record. The client said, "You sent me a detailed summary after every call. You were very prepared for every meeting. You treated me like the most important person in the world." That advisor never met that client in person, not once, and he built more trust in four virtual touches than most face to face advisors build in 2 hours at a kitchen table or conference room. That's the kind of token system I'm talking about: small, deliberate, visible, and compounding between every single call. So here's what a virtual native token system actually looks like. There are 6 of them. Number one, systematic scripting. What you say and how you say it has to be more deliberate in person. You can be conversational and still close, but virtually, the words, the tone, the flow, they all matter more. You need structure. Number two, problem first focus. Without physical trust signals, you build trust by demonstrating expertise. Diagnosing the prospect situation creates more trust than pitching a product ever will. Number three, stories and narrative. You're competing with a screen. Stories create emotional engagement that facts can't. Narrative is a trust token that replaces physical proximity. Number four, visual elements. Slides, a forecaster tool, a presentation that shows the math. Because 65% of people are visual learners, and the brain processes images 60,000 times faster than text. In person, you can talk through it. Virtually, you have to show it. Number five, professional virtual presence. Camera at eye level, good lighting, a clean background that looks like a real workspace. This is the new version of dress like an advisor in a professional office. And number six, consistent follow up communication. In person, the drive to your office was the commitment signal. Virtually, your follow up emails, your meeting summaries, your prep materials are the commitment signal. They build trust between calls in a way a handshake never could. Now, on top of those six, the research backs up three drivers that actually move prospects to make a decision in a virtual setting: narrative, visuals, and data. Your stories, your slides, and the math, when all three are present in the call, decisions happen. When any one of them is missing, the prospect stalls. And here's what happens when you put the whole system in: you stop chasing, you stop convincing. Now you're guiding, not convincing. The trust is built before the prospect ever sits down on the Zoom. The tokens are doing the work between every call. And the sales process feels less like pushing and more like walking someone through a map they asked to see. Of all six of those new tokens, there's one I want to spend a little more time on because it's the single most powerful one I've found. I mentioned the forecaster. It's the virtual trust token that replaces the kitchen table better than anything else we've built. It gives the prospect something visual and personal to react to. It shows them their own financial picture, the gap they're sitting in, and how to close it. And in a single meeting, I've watched it put prospects from wait and see to we need to start today. I made a video called The Mirror Moment that walks through exactly how it works and why the math and the mirror do the closing for you. If you want to see the new tokens in action, that's where to go next. Links in the description. I'll see you there.